the Lancashire Hotpots.
And we're in. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. You join us, the Lancashire Hotpots, at a premiere in breakfast.
Oh, yes. I went back for seconds. Mine was very good.
I didn't need my seconds. I had some, but
Didn't need it.
on reflection.
I made sure my firsts were big enough that I didn't need seconds.
Thanks for joining us. Streaming / downloading / just consuming the latest Lancashire Hotpots podcast for August / September 2016.
We're not going to be together in September, are we? So this is
No,
why we're carrying
this will
this
do
over.
us. This will do us. We're currently in Stockton-on-Tees.
Yeah, how are you?
Had a very nice night last night playing the Georgian Theatre.
Yeah, very nice, actually, apart from the fire alarm.
Alarm going off.
Oh yeah, check my Twitter feed for that.
Yeah.
Bob Riggles
Very
on
odd.
Twitter. It was very annoying, wasn't
Oh, so long. Ugh.
So a very nice night in Stockton-on-Tees, and it's been quite an eventful few weeks.
Yeah,
Hot
we're
Pots.
riding the crest of a popularity wave, I suppose.
Had a couple of very good festivals. That is a screaming child in the background. There's not a lot I can do about that. Maybe filter that out. Yes, festivals.
Frequencies do babies cry out?
It's actually around the frequency range that our hearing is most adept to picking up, believe it or not.
I think it's somewhere around very annoying kilohertz.
Yeah, you're right.
So some great festivals, specifically Why Not and Kendall Calling.
Thanks for everyone who turned up in the
Yeah, they were
fields.
very good.
Khalees couldn't handle it, could she? At Why
She
Not?
legged it.
She legged it. She saw how we went down.
She was very scared.
She was. Thanks again to the backstage crew at Why Not. I think out of all the festivals that we play, the crew at Why Not just seemed to be really, really nice.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anyone else is
Kendall were
particularly
very
bad.
nice as well.
Yeah, I know,
they
but
treated us very well. And
Spiffing.
no problems there.
the guys and gals at Why Not, they're lots of hashtag bants.
The promoter and the booking, the main man at Why Not, when Khalees didn't turn up, he said, I've booked her once, I'm not going to book her twice. Very good.
If you were in the crowd at Kendall Calling, well done to you.
Yeah.
Very good round of applause.
Great bobbing.
Excellent bobbing. Even Steve Lamacq liked that particular footage. All right, Lamo? 2 spoons.
Teaspoons.
2 spoons. Yeah. If you want to cheer yourself up, ladies and gentlemen, just say the word teaspoons in Steve Lamacq's voice. Teaspoons.
Yeah. Great show here from the Lancashire Hotpots at the premiere and breakfast with cups, saucers and teaspoons.
So if you'd like us to appear at your favourite festival next year, best thing to do is go on the worldwide multi-bong.
Just badger people.
And just say... The Lancashire Hotpots are great. You need to get them on.
Yeah.
Point them to some of our festival footage.
Yeah.
That might just sway them.
We can't do everything ourselves, you know.
No.
You people can make these things happen.
So just as a way of just as a bit of content for the listener at home, how would you say playing for a band like ourselves, playing a festival differs from playing the sort of Hotpots gig that we did last night?
There's usually a back line.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, not all the time.
Not all.
Sometimes there is lots and lots of music equipment ready to go.
The thing for me is, which is really interesting, you don't get a full sound check, so you go on, do a quick line check, and then play to thousands of people there and then. Yeah. So, but it's a great experience, isn't it? Hearing people sing your songs. I've lived off that footage for years.
And, the thing is that not everybody who turns up to see you at a festival has gone to that festival to see you. So it's important that you're there to win those people over.
Yeah.
Unlike at your own gig where they have come just to see you.
And also,
it's nice.
The best part of this, don't be fooled people, aspiring artists, the best part of playing at a major UK festival is the food vouchers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You want a burrito for free? You
Play a
just go-
festival.
Yeah, right.
Being able to go to the festival, but have reasonably maintained toilets backstage.
Yeah, that's a massive privilege.
Fresh.
With like
Cracking
running water
crap
and stuff.
Yeah.
I hope that one day we will reach the giddy heights like the Manic Street Preachers have, where they have that reserved personal portaloos only for the use of the Manic Street Preachers, only for the Hotpots. Although I prefer it if Kenny got his own, because once he's got in there, that is trouble.
But it's like I can recognise my own band from previously going in before me. I'm like, that's a Cambo.
So that was the summer festivals, but dearie me, we've got some cracking gigs coming up.
It's a busy old year.
Later in the year, and to help us discuss some of those, it's the man with the plan and the dates. It's Mr. Bob Riggles.
Yes, if you want to find these dates yourself, all information following forthwith now, just go to the LancashireHotpots.net and click on my face.
Bob's
You've
face.
just made yourself redundant there, Bob. No one's going to listen to this bit now. They're just going to do that.
They're just going to do that now. If you want to do that, just click on this sound. Yeah. Just click on that.
Right.
On it. Saturday the 8th of October is the Forum in Barrow-in-Furness.
Barrow-in-Furness.
Good drive up there.
Chewier than Barrow-in-Furness's bus depot.
I left my coat there for a year.
It's a good song, that. I left my coat in Barrow.
The 15th of October, the Pavilion Arts Centre in Buxton. Have we played there before?
We played the Buxton Opera House, but not the Buxton Pavilion Arts
Yeah.
It'll be
Centre.
the treble for me because the guy who lives above me, his surname's Buxton, and I saw him drinking some of that Buxton water. So this will be 3 Buxtons in a row.
Nice.
3 Buxton week.
Half the tickets sold for Buxton, by the way.
Really?
Don't mess about on that one.
There was quite a spike in sales, wasn't there, after Why Not Festival?
Yeah.
The power of the festival. The week after, 22nd of October, is the Institute in Birmingham.
Yes.
Home gig for me.
See you down there.
Very steep stairs, if I remember right, in the loading.
Not far from the Brewdog.
Not far from the Brewdog at all.
Swings and roundabouts.
29th of October, our third time at the Brundell Social Club.
What a big gig.
Possibly
Leeds.
fourth. Possibly fourth.
Yeah. Loving the Leeds pizza.
Always a good night.
Yes.
Always a good night.
And the Biscuit Badgers will be joining us there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes, in
Excellent.
Leeds.
They
Yes.
came to watch us a couple of years ago, didn't they?
Yes.
They were playing the same night, but they were playing with us that night. That's very
Playing
good.
to a home crowd.
Saturday the 12th of November, we're off down to that there London.
Oh, lovely
London
snow.
Town, Camden
The
Town.
Camden Barfly.
It's now called the Camden Assembly.
Ah,
They've rebadged it.
okay. So don't turn up at the Camden Barfly if that exists.
Well, you can do because it's still the same address.
Same place.
Just put your postcode in your
different
sat nav,
name,
in your Google Maps or whatever.
Yeah.
I need to change that on the website.
Saturday the 19th of November. We're busy, aren't we?
We are.
Week after week
Oh,
after week.
yeah.
The Rescue Rooms in Nottingham.
That's a great
Yes.
show.
Oh, very good. We promised to turn up on time there as well.
Oh yes, we.
Oh yeah, I was nervous about that.
Well, that's on recording now, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll have to make sure.
It's a recording promise.
Me and Kembo were there.
The 26th of November, King George's Hall in Blackburn.
Wow.
Yes, always a popular gig, Blackburn.
It says get your tickets quickly for that. Friday the 2nd of December is the O2 in Liverpool.
Oh yes.
Home gig for me.
Yeah, just round the corner. Don't need a lift for that, will you?
Yeah.
That's a Friday gig, that actually. So
Yep.
check your calendars for that. And Saturday the 3rd of December, the day after, is Club Academy in Manchester.
So
Liverpool
that
Friday,
weekend,
Manchester
I know.
Sunday.
Liverpool versus Manchester. Who's going to win?
Who's going to
Half the
win?
tickets gone for Manchester already, people.
Oh, really? Come on, get your
Yeah.
fingers out. Come on.
And
Get your
then
purse out.
another double header for the weekend following that, Friday the 9th of December, the Old Courts in Wigan.
Nice.
I know I'm getting a bit repetitive here. Half the tickets gone for Wigan
Yes,
already.
that sold out last year as well.
It's really nice to be in the courts for good reason.
And that brings us to the last gig of the year, 2016. That was the year that was.
I'll see you in.
Preston. Saturday the 10th of December, 53 degrees.
That's it.
Wow.
And there are a few 2017 gigs
Just check the
penciled
web
in.
for that, yeah.
St Helens.
Click on my face.
Hull and Derby's now on sale.
Get on it.
So plenty to keep you amused and entertained over the coming 6 months and beyond. So those are the dates. What we now have to do is we now have to go back in time because late last night we recorded a segment of the podcast that it's been missing for a few particular
Yeah.
episodes. It's Kenny Body's Beer Club.
It is, and it was rather late at night, which is why Dickie's voice is ever so deep. We're all very, very on the down low. We don't want to disturb the people next door.
Okay, over to you, Dickie. Hi, right. So this month we've got a Scouse brew for people to try.
Well, I've decided to keep it local this time, a bit close to home. So I've gone for the Mad Hatter Brewery from Liverpool.
Oh,
They're based in the Baltic Triangle in Tarn. very nice beers. I've had quite a few of those. But today I've gone for the Nightmare on Bold Street.
Nightmare on Bold Street.
Well, a few of them.
I used to go out with her.
So yeah, it's a 5.3% coffee milk stout.
It's being distributed amongst the Hotpots as we speak.
If you have a sniff of that.
Bob's first in there, nose wise.
yeah.
I can get the. Yeah.
What you getting, Bob? What you getting?
It's a bit meaty.
Meaty. Ooh. Bernard is
Lots of coffee,
distributing.
I'm getting the coffee.
You're listening to Kenny Body's Late Night Beer of the Month Club
In room 102.
in room 102. Let's have a sniff. Oh, it's very coffee. It's
Very,
very
very,
coffee.
yeah.
This is the drinking hour.
If you take a little sip of that,
Oh,
for a 5.3% beer, it's got quite a lot of flavour, hasn't it?
it doesn't taste that strong.
It doesn't taste how I thought it was going to taste after smelling it. For a dark beer as well, it's quite light, isn't it?
So,
tell you
So what
It's
type?
creamy. It's creamy without being thick. It's got it's got that milky edge.
What type of beer is this again?
it's a coffee milk stout. So what they do is they use the lactose, the milk in the milk stout. I believe the
Is it full fat or semi?
well, I don't know. That's
Semi-skilled.
Semi-on.
yeah. So they use the lactose to give it a bit of sweetness,
Yes, it's very
Um,
sweet.
and then they've obviously used a big whack of coffee in there to get that coffee aroma and coffee
But
taste.
it's that
Coffee beans.
Oh.
But it's that combination of sweet at the start
Roasted.
and then roasted in the aftertaste. So if you like your coffee, you're gonna like this one.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of dark beer at all, really. But I like it.
Yeah.
And the strange thing is,
Something with such a complex flavour, because it's quite a mouthful. I would expect that to be stronger. So well done to him for keeping it on.
and as always, I don't like coffee, but I can drink
No,
this
I
to
don't like
the cows come home.
But yeah, I emailed the brewery just to
As you do.
just to say, with the Lancashire Hotpots, we love our beer. We do
Yeah.
a podcast, and we.
Give us some free swag.
No, I didn't ask for free swag. Just some information. I'd already bought the beer. I wasn't. If they want to send us any free beer, that's fine. But I wasn't at that point, trying to get any freebies.
So you've got your iPad there?
Yeah, I've got my iPad. I got a nice reply from a lady called Sue Starling. So
Agent Starling.
Nightmare on Bold Street. She said it like we've mentioned, coffee milk stout, cold infused with some of the best coffee beans that you can get from a small roaster, Has Been. I did find some information on the internet that I think is from a bit older, and that says that they use beans from the Bold Street Coffee Co. So that's, I assume, where the name comes from, Nightmare on Bold Street. And she goes on to say, we use lactose in the beer to give it a creaminess, and it's one of their core range. The brewery itself, they're a small brewery. They only brew 3.5 barrels. They brew every day, sometimes twice. They set up the brewery with £1,000. They've grown it from 40 litre pan size to this size. They've got 5 staff and 2 directors.
Superb.
And they're called Mad Hatter because they conjure up different and unusual beers that, just like the mercury on the top hats that the Hatter made.
She sounds
Interesting.
great. Is
Yeah.
there contact details?
Yeah.
Can I have them off you? Is that a there?
Send you a bit mad. Yeah, so different unusual beers send you a bit mad. Artwork's done by a friend of a friend and draws on elements of folk art and the posters of the May 68 revolution in France. But yeah, they do lots of lovely beers. I definitely recommend them. I've had quite a few of their beers. The fattest stout, that's another good one. But yeah, you can get them in a lot of places around Liverpool, like the 23 Club. I'm sure you can get them in the Liverpool Brew Dog. You can get them in Manchester, Port Street, Beer House, Beer Moth, places like that. So yeah, they're only a small brewery, but they're getting in a lot of places. So check out Nightmare on Bold Street and other offerings from Mad Hatter.
Okay. And now back to the future/past. It's us again. Over to you, Dickie. Thanks, Dickie.
Cheers, Dickie.
That was a very tasty beer.
Yeah, very nice.
We're just on orange juice now.
Yeah, big up
anything
to
you need
the,
to add, Kemba?
Yeah, just a big up to the Shipping a Bottle in Liverpool, where I purchased those beers from.
Nice.
Very helpful chaps there.
Very nice.
Right, it's time now in the podcast for
Podcast questions.
So nice.
Right.
He did the voice.
Not guilty.
Some very good questions today. First up, Andrew Fisher on the Twitter says,
Fisher.
what comedy music acts have influenced you?
I'm going to jump straight in with Flight of the Conchords.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Side bottom for me,
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Mr. City Batem.
Led Zeppelin.
Yeah. I don't know.
Jasper Carrot. He's not just his comedic achievements, but his entrepreneurial achievements as well.
Yeah.
Celador.
Quite a businessman as well.
I'm going to go with Les Dawson, but just his piano playing.
I love the Bonzo Dog Band.
Bonzos, yeah.
And
Spike Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Frank
nice.
Zappa as well.
Zappa.
Yeah.
How could we forget
Yeah.
Zappa?
Yeah.
Of course.
Google all of those.
John Crowther on the Twitter says,
Crowther?
if you were to replace the national anthem with another song, what would it be?
One of our own, or just anything?
Anything?
Because egg, sausage, chips and beans, probably,
Yeah.
There
that'd
we
be a
go.
popular choice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, if
Imagine that in the
people
Olympic Games.
in various sporting events were walking out to that,
Yeah,
it'd just
be
make you
massive.
confident,
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
Plus, there's options, to do a vegetarian option. Egg, sausage, vegetarian.
Not in here.
Sausage, egg, but
Well, in
Vegetarian
fact,
bacon.
I don't think if you listen to the lyrics, there is anywhere in egg, sausage, chips and beans which says whether it's a meat sausage or a veggie sausage.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the listener's choice.
It is. So fill in your sausage of choice there.
Yeah.
Jane Stewart on the Twitter says,
Stuo.
and obviously she's not from the north, says, what does nesh mean?
All right, yeah, Nash. Well, depending on where from the north you are from, it can mean several different things. For me, Nash is being a bit,
It's soft.
being a bit soft, being a bit, stop being Nash.
I always I thought nesh was always temperature related. So if it's fine, if it's nice and temperate, I'm a bit cold.
Yeah.
Put the heating on. And it's
Stop
like
being Nash. Yeah.
Stop being
I
nesh.
thought
Yeah, you're right.
I thought Nesh was Bob Riggles saying nice after 2 Jim Beams.
Yeah, but either way, it's a detrimental term.
Yes.
Right, Joe Jones, you alright, Joe?
Joe.
Our good friend Joe. This one's to you, Bernard. Why do you extol the virtues of egg, sausage, chips and beans when you've sung previously before that you don't like egg? There's a bit of confusion here.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, you see, what we're doing is we're trying to cater to a mass audience, and sometimes you've got to put your own prejudices to one side. And although I am nil by fromage,
Cheese.
all right, nil by nerf. Nil by one nerf is a nerf.
One egg, yeah.
Although I am nil by egg, you've got to make sure that you're keeping everybody happy. Dickie is one of those. He's a vegetarianoid, but he's slipped a sausage in there once or twice. So we're just keeping it open.
Well, it is a bit of a shock. I don't actually like beans.
Yeah, there you go. You see,
So
I don't like beans either.
hot pot secrets.
I don't like mushrooms.
Although I will-
because they don't leave mushroom for anything.
I will tell you, I went to France on a motorbike holiday once, and we stumbled into a late night bar grill called Le Grill, and I ordered what I believed was a hamburger, and it came with a fried egg on. And I said, hey, when in Rome / France, do what the Romans / French do, and I ate the egg.
Oh. Did you enjoy the egg?
I tried to put it to the back of my mind.
So am I right in thinking that Billy McCartney is the only person in the Hotpots who will eat
All of
eggs,
those items?
sausage, chips and beans?
Yeah.
If the sausage is a meat sausage.
No, I'll have veggie sausage. I'll mix them up. Yeah.
Wow.
There you
Egg,
go.
sausage, chips and beans.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hope that's answered your
So
question,
if
Joe.
anybody wants to come to Billy's house, make me egg, sausage, chips and beans. Get in touch at.
Don't give your phone number out together.
No, not
Just
again.
click on my
I
face.
I do remember that one where we had to bleep Billy's phone number out.
Don't text you my number.
Nigel Jackson, Big Nige, Biker
Nige.
Nige says, what's the best pie to put on a barn cake?
Steak.
Moist, isn't it?
Steak.
Yeah.
Steak. No hesitation.
Because with the meat and potato, it's a bit bland then,
Yeah,
isn't it? All
yeah.
the bread and all the potato. You
Get a
need
bit
the
dry.
you need the contrast and the moistness of the steak.
Steak pie and a
Gravy.
While we're on pies, though, Dickie did introduce me to a very nice pie from Galloway's called a butter pie, which was very, very nice.
Buttery potato onioness.
Although, is it Greenhalls that do the Vindaloo pie? That'd be interesting.
Right, on Facebook, Greg Bullman says, and this is quite good, what's the most rock star thing you've ever done?
You don't want to.
No, potentially not, no.
You don't want to.
I had socks put on the rider for a gig in Blackpool.
You did, yeah?
Had some clean socks. That's pretty out there.
I'm a bit boring. I don't really do anything of note.
I had seconds on my breakfast this morning. That's pretty big. Screw you, Premier Inn. I've had double.
I did once write hot pots very small on a venue wall with a biro.
I did graffiti toilet tennis, didn't I?
Toilet tennis
that was
in
good.
Manchester.
In Manchester.
You like to elaborate?
If you're unfamiliar with toilet tennis, what you do is you get a marker pen or some sort of pen, sit yourself down in a cubicle in the toilet, and write on the back of the door in front of you, "Let's play toilet tennis." And then you write underneath that, "Look left." So that when you look to the left wall, it then says "Look right," and on the right-hand wall it says "Look left." And the person moves their head from left to right as if they're watching a game of tennis.
Rock and roll.
I once played, when we played the Lancaster Grand, there was a sign on the toilet that said, "Please do not flush this toilet during the performance." And I did anyway.
Yeah, in your
I
face.
think the re-entrance might have been on then. Sorry guys, sorry Phil, sorry Ian.
I got a bit carried away and giddy at the end of one gig once and did the old throw the drumsticks into the audience, but I only ever really carry around one set of sticks with me, so you have to be careful when I do that.
I think the most rock and roll thing we've done whilst we've been on stage is to release massive beach balls into the audience, causing absolute mayhem and lots of damage to our own gear and the venues.
Yeah.
So we just about got away with that.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that we are not Guns N' Roses.
Yeah. Next up, this is a very good one. Gary Langley says,
Lango?
"Do we have any pre-show rituals, routines, or superstitions that we do before going on stage?"
A couple of cans.
I wouldn't say there's anything superstitious, really.
We don't
Dickie
necessarily.
likes to jump up and down a little bit.
I do sometimes.
And you used to
yeah.
gargle with something. You don't do that anymore.
No, I need to get some more
Sanderson's
throat specific. That's very good.
Pizza.
You've got to eat. You've got to have your tea, haven't you, really?
I just perform a little ritual where I thank the Lord for the 3 chords He's given me, and hope for a 4th one day.
Yeah, nothing really.
Yeah, I used to do a few like sticking exercises on a practice pad to warm up, and then I realised I'm not very good and I'm not going to get any better, so I'll just do what I can. Just do it.
I do always have a last minute wee before we go on stage.
4 last minute wees.
4 last minute wees, yeah.
It's like,
It takes so long because as I'm standing at the urinal, look left, look right.
2 hours is a long time on stage. You've got to make sure you're as you don't have any ablutions mid-set needing to come out.
Although under those lights, like they were last night, your water retention is balanced by the amount of sweat.
Oh, it was a warm one last night.
There is one thing that Bernard quite often does before gigs, and that's write the lyrics out.
Yeah.
Just because he
As
loves
stage
reading
prompts.
them.
We're not at a level where I can have a scrolling iPad or a monitor on the floor, so I have several bits of paper just with little prompts on, not full lyrics, but usually just the first lines. Yeah, just the first lines, just to get me going, and then we're away with the mixer. And after 9 years, those pieces of paper now are quite extensive.
And I noticed last night when we finished the gig, the first thing you did was pick them up quickly.
They were a bit rowdy. I thought somebody's having them, so I snaffle them back.
Just about got away with that. And lastly, Tina Lee says, "Will you be back at Kendal Calling?" Carol Cropper says, "Are you going back to Kendal Calling next year?" And Mandy Warmbold says, "Why aren't you headlining Kendal Calling?"
It's out of our hands, isn't it?
It is out of our hands. People have a slight misconception is that it's us that books our appearances at festivals when it's the festivals themselves that decide whether we play or not. So really, if you want us at Kendal Calling next year, you've got to...
Back to our earlier point, if you want to see the Hotpots somewhere, you need to get in touch with these places and make it known that people want to see us, and we can jump on the back of that and draw up some business and get there.
Yeah.
Maybe the Super Bowl at half-time.
Half-time at Super Bowl, yeah.
When you say Super Bowl, do you mean like a bowl of soup?
And I'm in the bowling alley in Old Swan.
If we weren't to play, you would appreciate the fact that we have played the what, six out of the last 7 years.
So
we wouldn't.
we certainly wouldn't begrudge being rested.
But we've shown every time we play that we pull a crowd, and if nothing else, it gets bigger and better every year. So
It does.
hopefully we'll be there in 2017. Where we'll be on the slot, who knows? But we'll do our bit. You do your bit, and it'll be another party.
We kind of understand that festivals come in for scrutiny when it comes to repeat programming and all that kind of thing. It is your lineup is put under the spotlight, and it is what sells tickets. But check out the videos on the Facebook from our last appearance. It seems to be what people want to see.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We can give them a good time.
Yeah. Quite proud.
Easy.
Well, that's about all we've got time for in terms of questions, because the storage space on my iPod iRig recorder is getting very low indeed.
Well, thank you for all the questions.
Thank you if you sent them in. Apologies if you didn't have yours read out. Maybe if we've got a bit more space next time, we'll be able to do
Cram
that.
them in.
We've got to get cracking now. Got to get cracking with the knacking. We're dropping you off in Leeds.
Yeah. A little bit of we're a long way from home today, back down to Coventry, so.
I'm cooking a roast dinner around my dad's today.
Oh, nice,
Wow.
great work.
Everybody. So again, thanks for listening. Hopefully we'll come see you on tour in the autumn. If you haven't got the Now Like the 80s album, please do so. It is one of our very, very best. Egg, sausage, chips and beans, Dad Dance, Dibner. Wow.
And don't hesitate, if you're thinking about coming watching us, just get the tickets, get them bought, get them in your pocket so you don't miss out.
Boom,
because as the
shakalaka.
winter comes, they'll start going.
Right, so ABBA's in the background. That will do us for this episode. Cheers, Cocker. See you next time. Oh, there's the music.
The Lancashire Hotpots Podcast.